Now, in a major setback for pupils, the Gauteng Department of Education has announced that its 2022 online admission system will be shut down for the next 48 hours due to emergency repairs. The department's spokesperson, Steve Mabona, however, says applications will not be affected. Mr. Mabona joins us now. A very good afternoon to you, Mr. Mabona. Why the need to shut down for 48 hours when the closing for this particular registration session is only really supposed to be the 3rd of September?
Well, let me break the news to you now and to our viewers that our technicians managed to resolve the matter within a short period of time. We had actually anticipated that they will be done within 48 hours. Fortunately, they are done. The system is back on. And as I'm speaking to you now, I can see in the system there's over 1,100 people that are interacting with the system. So it's an indication that the system is back on. We are monitoring the system very closely. That's why we can detect in anything that happens in the system. If there's a threat or any other thing, we are in a position to detect quickly and make necessary intervention. So it was more of making sure that we intervene with our technicians on the challenge that we saw in the system. And we can confirm that now we are back on. Parents are encouraged to interact with the system and continue to apply.
Well, that's certainly good news for parents who were starting to panic. But what was the problem in the first place?
Well, we're not going to delve much into what was the challenge, but technically our technicians managed to resolve it. Like as I said to you, the system is managed, very closely. So if we detect anything, we are in a position to then intervene accordingly because
is it not, Mr. Mabona, quite important to know what the challenge is so you are better able to mitigate it, that you don't have a repeat of delays of this nature?
No, but informing you will not assist the technicians either. So just be comforted that we are monitoring the system closely, and our technicians, in the event of anything, they are quick to respond. And hence, we felt at that time that we need to shut down the system and make sure that we engage in that technical fix that we're working on. And they managed to resolve it within a very short space of time. Actually, we have anticipated that it will go longer, but it didn't prolong. And hence, we are happy to announce that parents can, interact with the system and make sure that they apply. And I can assure you that where I'm sitting, I can see over 1,000 parents are in the system, and the number will increase because parents have been asking us, they've been calling our walk-in centers, our officials have been interacting with us to say, we have parents that are sitting here, what do we do? So now we are in a position to continue with the process.
And I must say, Mr. Mabona, answering that question as to what the problem was, in my view, helps parents better understand. Because when you are not able to access the portal and there are levels of nervousness, will your child be able to be registered, etc., it's important to at least understand what the bottleneck is. As you're saying, parents were calling in, phoning in, they were worried, they were nervous. And so understanding what is really going on helps people be more at rest with the process and says, you know what, the department has got this, they are working on it, here's the problem. So are you able to divulge?
That's why we didn't keep quiet. That's why we felt that we need to, come publicly and announce that this is what we are doing. If we had probably something that we were hiding, which was would have a huge impact, would they probably quietly, be busy and do whatever we were doing. But we felt that because we owe it to parents to say, let's go to parents and say, interimly, this is what we are doing. But we are working tirelessly to make sure that you will be in a position to apply. And our technicians came on board, and the matter was resolved, and that's what we think we should be focusing on.
All right, Mr. Mabona, we'll leave it at that for this afternoon. Thank you very much for that update. Parents, as he says, can now breathe a sigh of relief. And if you still need to register and use that portal, it is now ready and you may use it. You don't really need to know what went wrong. All you need to know is that it's now up and going.